The night was thick with tension as the old seer whispered her prophecy. This child carries the curse of the ancestors. If he lives, he will bring ruin upon this kingdom. King Ajua's face darkened with fear. The newborn prince, innocent and unaware, lay in his mother's arms. The queen, tears streaming down her face, knew what had to be done. Under the cover of darkness, she handed the baby to Jayla, her most trusted servant. Take him. Hide him. If he stays, the king will have him killed. Jayla, loyal and swift, wrapped the infant in cloth and vanished into the stormy night. For years, the kingdom flourished under King Ajua's rule, but the shadows of the prophecy never left his mind. The fear of his cursed son's return haunted his every decision. He became a paranoid ruler, executing those he suspected of conspiracy, pushing away his advisors, and ruling with an iron fist. The queen, broken-hearted, withdrew into isolation, praying each day for the son she had lost. Meanwhile, in a distant village, a young warrior named Kiano grew strong. Raised by Jayla, he was fearless, quick, and wise beyond his years. Yet, questions haunted him. Why do I not look like the others? Why do I feel different? Jayla avoided his gaze. Some answers are better left unknown. One day, raiders attacked the village, burning homes and capturing villagers. Kiano fought fiercely, defending his people with skill and strength that astonished everyone. News of his bravery spread, reaching the ears of Captain Azabu, the leader of the king's army. You fight like a lion, boy. The king would be honored to have you in his army. Jayla's eyes pleaded with him to refuse, but Kiano had longed for adventure. Then I will fight for the king. At the palace, whispers of the cursed son still lingered. King Ajua, now old and weary, studied Kiano with suspicion. You remind me of someone. What is your name? Kiano, my king. That night, an old palace maid gasped as she saw him. It cannot be. He looks just like the queen when she was young. The queen, now frail with age, sought Kiano in secret. I never wanted to lose you. You're my son. Kiano staggered back. His whole life had been a lie. Before he could process it, the king stormed in. No, this cannot be. The cursed son cannot return. Overcome by fear, the king ordered Kiano's execution at dawn. Locked in a cell, Jayla was brought before him, wounded but smiling sadly. It seems the ancestors have spoken. Your destiny was always here. At dawn, Kiano stood on the execution grounds. The people whispered, was he a traitor or a rightful heir? Just as the executioner raised his sword, the palace trembled. A violent storm erupted, and the royal seer screamed, "Stop!" The curse was never about the prince. The curse was the king's fear. If he kills his own son, the kingdom will truly fall. Gasps filled the air. The king, trembling, fell to his knees, realization dawning upon him. His paranoia had driven him to this moment. Kiano stepped forward, standing tall. You feared I would destroy this kingdom. But perhaps I was meant to save it. The king, defeated by his own demons, lowered his head. The throne is yours. A coronation followed. Kiano, now crowned, stood before the people as the sun rose behind him. The kingdom, once divided by fear, now stood united under a ruler who had survived destiny itself. Fear is the greatest curse of all. But courage is the cure.